Hi friends, it's me, Miss Chacon. Today is Wednesday. So today is going to be our Zoom meeting. So if you were watching this before we've started our Zoom meeting, just remember that our Zoom meeting is at 1:30. Okay, my friends? And you'll be able to find that meeting, the links to the meeting, you'll be able to find it on Class Dojo on the event section. So your parents will help you out, okay? All right, so today in our language arts video, which is this video here, we're going to be looking at our new unit. Our past unit was about looking at the night sky and looking at space and why does space make us imagine so many beautiful things. In this unit, we're going to be learning about how to buy, trade, sell. It's so many great things about our country and about what about our way of life. It's really cool. So we're going to take our heads out of the clouds and we're going to bring it back down to earth, and we're going to be learning all about how we buy things, how we sell things, and how we trade things around. Okay? And our math video today will be about time to the hour and time to the half hour. So it'll be really fun. And remember, our Zoom meeting is at 1:30. And if you've already watched our Zoom meeting and now you're watching this, that was so much fun, huh? Okay, so just remember that. And let's get started on our lesson. Oops. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to watch a video on our new unit. So open your ears, open your eyes, and we're ready to go.
We use goods and services. People buy goods and services to get what they need and want. The food you eat is a good. Your teacher provides you a service. Each person can make and do some things, but no one can make and do everything. Why do people trade with each other?
Okay, so now that's the question of this entire unit. The other unit was why did the sun and moon have us imagine so many things? This unit is about why do people trade with each other. So I'm going to take you to the beginning of this video. Let's find it. Okay, you see here how it says the honey is a good, the shoes are a good, but the doctor is a service, and the mechanic, the person who fixes your parents' car, that's a service too. So the thing about how our money works is we have goods and we have services. So a good is something that you can sell, like honey. Beekeepers can sell honey and trade it for money. So we pay people at the store for some honey. Or those awesome shoes on your feet, or if you have socks on right now, those on your feet are goods too. That's a good that someone took the time to make, and then they traded it or they sold it for money. So that's how that's what people do. If you see people working at the stores and what they're selling is goods. So that's something. And then a service. So just like the video said, a teacher is providing a service. So I'm not selling you anything. I'm not selling you this awesome new phone, or I'm not selling you my pair of glasses. Those are goods. A service is you're offering your talents to somebody and you pay them for it. So you guys don't pay me to teach. The California pays me to teach. But for the doctor, if you ever feel sick or anything like that, the doctor is going to give you their services or their talents, and you're going to give them money. So if your tummy hurts and the doctor offers you their service and they fix your tummy ache, then then your parents give them money, then the doctor just gave you a service. Same thing with the mechanic. The mechanic, if your parents' car is not working, they're going to take it to the mechanic. The mechanic is going to use his services. He's going to fix the car, and then your parents will give him money. So we always trade money for either services or goods. A service is something that you do for somebody. A good is a thing like glasses or a water bottle. This is a good. A service is something you do. I offer you a service by teaching you. So this is what we're going to learn about this unit. It's all about how we buy, how we sell, and how we trade things. So one of the stories that we're going to read about is a dairy farm. Now you may say, Miss Chacon, what do you mean dairy farm? Doesn't our milk get to us from the grocery store? That's where my milk comes from. Before your milk ever gets to the grocery store, the farmers have to milk the cows on their own dairy farm. Now, dairy is a fancy word for anything milk based. So, like ice cream, cookies and cream, cheese, milk, whipped cream, all of those things that you need milk to make, that's dairy. So, and it all comes from cows. So, um, that's what a dairy farm is. It's a farm with just cows. So, what we're going to learn about today is how the farmer gets the milk from the cow all the way to the grocery store, and that is the good that they're offering. So they're selling the milk to us. Because without milk, we wouldn't have milk for our cereals. We wouldn't have strong bones because milk is good for your bones. So we need all of these goods and services. Okay? So let's start reading. How does milk get from the farm to you? First, the cows must be milked. So they go, do that with me, friends. So get out your hands, and you see the udder right there at the bottom of the cow. So pretend the udder's right here, and you go, whoop. Sorry about that, friends. Okay. So it goes, so that's how you milk a cow. So first, they have to milk the cow, okay? Most dairy farmers milk the cows using special machines inside a dairy barn. So what used to happen is people would do it with their hands, but now you see this metal machine right next to the cow. They hook it up to the cow and it milks them for them. So now the farmer doesn't have to milk, because that's too many cows. So they just hook a machine up to the cow. The milk is pumped into a holding tank. So here's the holding tank right there, that big cylinder. The tank is cold so the milk stays fresh. Nobody likes hot milk. Everybody likes nice cold milk. Next, the milk is pumped into a tank truck. The truck hauls the milk to a processing plant. So here's the truck, and it's keeping the milk nice and cold. The thing about milk is, have you ever smelled spoiled milk? It's very gross, right? Milk is very delicate, which means it can get rotten really quick. If it's left to be hot, it'll get really gross and it'll get chunky. If you don't work with the milk fast, then by the time it gets to the grocery store, it won't be good. So once the milk comes out of the cow, they have to keep it cold and they have to work on it really quickly. So let's keep reading. There, the milk is pasteurized or treated to make it safe to drink. So what happens is that with the trucker, they take it from the farm to a little plant, a processing plant, not like a plant like a tree, a plant like a factory. So they take it to a factory, and in the factory, what they do is they make it so that it's safe to drink. Because you never know with cows, sometimes it may not be safe to drink. So what they do is they treat it and they make sure, okay, this milk is good for everybody to put in their cereal. So let's see how they do it. It is heated until it is very hot, then quickly cooled. This kills any bad germs in the milk. So that's how it's treated and that's how it's cooled, okay? So they don't want any bad germs in your milk. So you can always be sure that your milk has been pasteurized. That means that all the bad germs have been taken out. After that, the milk goes into bottles and cartons. They have a date on them. The date tells them how long the milk will stay fresh. Then the cartons are sent away. And have you ever seen that? On the top of your milk bottle, you'll see a little date. And if your parents look at it and they say, "Oh no, it's past that. This is bad milk." That's why we have that date, so we know if the milk is fresh or if it's rotten. Let's keep reading. Milk is good. It says milk is a good. Milk is good. The people who stack the cartons and the truck driver who hauls them to stores provide a service. So those people at the grocery store who you see stacking the milk, and the people at the trucks who are driving the milk to the grocery store, all of those people are providing a service. They're not providing a good. A service means that you're doing something. So the stackers are stacking the milk. They're giving us a service. Because you don't want to have to get the milk from the floor at the grocery store, do you? You want them to put it on the shelf so that you can reach up and get it. So that's a service. Also, the truck drivers are giving a service too. They're offering their truck to drive all that milk to the grocery. Otherwise, we would have to travel all the way to farms to get our milk, and that would not be fun. That'd be super far. But what the truck driver does for us is they go and they bring the milk to us without us having to worry about it. So that's a service. Now let's see. At last, the milk arrives at the store. Workers place the milk inside large refrigerators and keep it cold. Finally, you and your family buy the milk and take it home. As you enjoy a glass of milk, think about its journey from the dairy farm to you. So that milk, so even though the stacker at the grocery store and the truck driver, though providing a service, the milk is a good. So the milk is a good that you're buying. So if you're buying something, that's a good. A service is something that you're doing, just like we talked about the doctors or the shoes. A doctor is providing their talents, but shoes is just something you buy. You put them on your feet. Okay? So what we're going to do today is we're going to write about what you would like to sell or trade. So think about the good. So with the dairy farmer, they decided, you know what, I'm going to sell milk. I'm going to get a bunch of cows and I'm going to sell milk. And that is the good that they're going to be using. So that is the good that they decided to sell. Now, remember, when you grow up, you can sell anything. So what we're going to do first is you're going to think, what is a good that I would maybe like to sell or trade? Now, sell means that you're giving something for money. Trade means that, like, if I have my glasses here and I want a drink, I would say, oh, hey, can I trade your drink for my glasses? And then go, sure. And then I just trade my glasses for the drink. That's something that doesn't happen as much anymore. So trading is not something that happens as much, but selling is. So think about it. What is something that you may want to sell one day? Do you maybe want to sell shoes or scarves? Or maybe you want to be a florist and you want to sell flowers. What is it that you want to sell? Or maybe you want to be selling LOL's dolls. What is it that you think you can make and sell? So I want you to be as creative as you can be. If you want to sell stuffed animals when you grow up, then write that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna check either sell or trade. So if you're gonna do sell, you check on sell. So the good I would like to sell is and right here on the line, you're going to write the good that you would like to sell. If you would like to sell flowers one day, then write that. If you would like to sell milk one day, like the dairy farmers, write that. If you'd like to sell Beanie Babies or Barbie dolls or something cool, like if you want to sell like houses one day, that's a good too. A house is a good. So tell me about the good that you would like to sell one day. because that's a part of our how our money works. Things are sold so that we can have a better life and that we can get nice things. So what you're going to do is you're going to think, touch your brain and think, what's something cool that I can sell one day? The dairy farmer said, "Oh, something cool that I want to sell is milk." And he decided to milk the cows, and now we have milk at our grocery stores. What is something that you would like to sell? Okay? So after you write the thing that you'd like to sell, I want you to draw a picture of you selling it. So if the dairy farmer were to be doing this assignment, what he would do is he would say, "The good I would like to sell is milk." And then what the dairy farmer would do is he'd draw a picture of him milking the cow, right? For you, that could be different. If you say the good I would like to sell is um, is Barbie dolls, or is a LOL's doll, or is a stuffed animal, or is flowers, then you're going to draw a picture of you selling those flowers. So be as creative as you can be. If you want to do something cool like selling phones or selling something that nobody's ever thought of, go ahead and do that, because we always need to buy stuff. So think of something that you need and you would buy, okay? And draw a picture of it right here in the box. All right, that's it for today, my friends. Have a great day. Stay safe and stay well. Bye. Hi, friends.